Coming up on Wavelength, we'll show you why the Fayette Power Project is being honored with an international award. See how high-tech and heavy metal are helping to conserve water in the rice fields of the lower Colorado River Basin. We'll tell you about coming changes in how electricity is delivered and priced in Texas. And meet Judy Wallace, LCRA's new Executive Director of Human Resources. Wavelength starts right now.
From the Lower Colorado River Authority, this is Wavelength.
The creation of this new river authority will help electrify rural Texas.
And so today, we gather here to dedicate this mighty structure, the Nodal.
This has been a great organization for 70 years, and it's going to be a great organization for a long time to come.
Hi everyone, welcome to the November 2007 edition of Wavelength. The Fayette Power Project near LaGrange has been named Large Plant Best Performer for 2006 by EUCG Inc., an international electric utility industry group. This award is based on plant efficiency, reliability, and controlling costs for operations and maintenance. This is the second year in a row that FPP has won this prestigious award, competing against coal-fired power plants in the U.S., Canada, and Europe.
Our folks down there at Fayette continue to do a fantastic job for our customers and for the people of Texas, and they are being recognized nationally and internationally for the kind of work that they do down there. So you all should be very, very proud of that group, as I am.
Joe, on behalf of the board, do you think we should send a letter to the Fayette group that we'd like to express our appreciation and a job well done, because that is remarkable?
I will make that happen.
Thank you.
Unit 3 at FPP received honorable mention from EUCG for longest run in 2006 with 7,372 hours of continuous operation. That equals 307 days of uninterrupted service.
October means harvest time in the rice fields of the lower Colorado River Basin. It's the end of a very long growing season and time now to prepare the land for next year. October also marks the end of irrigation season for LCRA's Lakeside, Garwood, and Gulf Coast irrigation districts. Water from the Colorado River is fed through some 900 miles of canals in Colorado, Wharton, and Matagorda counties to irrigate about 50,000 acres of rice in '07. The focus now shifts to upgrading and improving the irrigation system.
We'll do maintenance on canals. Our irrigation coordinators, they sub as operators during the off-season, and we try to keep the machines running 6 days a week and clean as many canals as we can during the off-season. The reason we're doing this is to remove the vegetation from the canal, remove silt from the bottom of the canal to get a better flow of water, and also removing the trees off the slopes of the canal to reduce the water losses.
Variable speed pumping controls will also be installed here at Lakeside to allow LCRA operators to better match the supply of water with changing levels of demand. Ronald Gertson's family has been farming rice here in Colorado County since 1908.
Water is the essence of rice production. You can't have rice production without a good, solid, reliable water supply.
Robbie Cook has a unique perspective on water issues in the state. He is a rice producer here in Eagle Lake and is also a member of the Texas legislature.
It is a fact that agriculture is the largest user of water in the state of Texas. So there's going to be increased pressure from the cities, from industrials, as the economy grows, so to speak, to look for new avenues of water.
Cook sponsored House Bill 1437 in 1999. The bill authorized LCRA to provide up to 25,000 acre-feet of water a year to Williamson County and to create an agricultural water conservation fund to help farmers save water. One of the most effective ways for rice producers to conserve water is by precision leveling their fields using laser technology.
The design is where you're trying to get the maximum improvement on the field with the least number of yards moved, because every yard you move is another $1.25 out of your pocket or the cost-sharing pocket.
The HB 1437 money, along with funds from the Federal Natural Resources Conservation Service, can offset up to 80% of the costs of this laser leveling. The idea is to replace the water transferred out of the basin to Williamson County.
And it is very real replacement water. Now granted, it's replacing it by not using the water here as a result of conservation, but we've seen typically it's 3/4 of an acre foot to a foot per acre leveled conservation savings as a result of this type of work.
1 acre foot of water equals 325,851 gallons.
The program's a unique one in Texas, or in the country for that matter, in terms of being able to balance water needs and agricultural needs and making that all work in terms of conservation of water, production of agriculture, and needs in our growing communities.
Robbie Cook hopes these kinds of programs can ease water tensions between cities and rural areas.
It's a brilliant, beautiful concept, and what I hope happens is that other areas of the state where the cities are battling with the farmers and cities are battling with the rural areas, that they'll pick up on what we are doing, and that this project will set a wonderful precedent. Instead of having water wars like crazy for the next 50, 75, 100 years.
Last year, over 2,700 acres of farmland in the 3 counties were laser leveled, with another 3,600 acres scheduled for 2007. This could result in over 4,700 acre feet of conserved water from the Colorado River.
Electricity is generated, transmitted, and used all at the same instant. It can't be stored for use at a later time. This fact has a direct impact on how electricity is marketed, priced, and delivered to the end user. The Electric Reliability Council of Texas, or ERCOT, serves as an independent system operator for most of the state. ERCOT acts as a traffic cop, directing power from member utilities to where the need is greatest. Big changes in how this electric generation and transmission business operates are on the way. It's called the Texas Nodal Market Project, which has the goal of increasing the efficiency of how utilities deliver and price electricity. The Texas Public Utility Commission, which oversees ERCOT, mandated this new nodal market back in 2003. The current zonal market provides limited options for moving power among 4 defined zones within the ERCOT power grid. The new nodal market, with more than 4,000 nodes or delivery and pricing points, is designed to relieve congestion and more accurately assign costs.
In Nodal, we're going to go down to the smallest common denominator, which is every place that we either generate power or take power out. And what that does with Nodal is it gives us an ability to not only value the price of power at its location, but to also take into consideration the transmission costs or the transportation costs of that power. And one of the mandates from our Public Utility Commission of Texas is to direct assign all congestion costs. And really the only good way to do that is if you go to a nodal system and you can actually keep track of where every megawatt's going, where its source is and where its sink is or where it's being used at.
For LCRA, preparations for the nodal market began years ago. Project manager Naomi Richard oversees a $9.2 million budget for everything from software design to hardware upgrades and consultants to help make this a smooth transition.
This is an enormous effort. All of the ERCOT timeframes have to be met by LCRA. All the testing requirements, and they're very aggressive. We have to meet all of those milestones and make sure whether or not ERCOT is ready, that LCRA is ready by the dates that they have specified.
Because of the huge increase in the amount of data and information to be processed in the nodal market, the LCRA data center is undergoing a complete transformation. Electrical capacity and cooling equipment had to be increased dramatically to handle all the new servers.
We have a lot of hardware coming in to process our nodal transactions, so we're going to physically knock this area down and square this wall around and raise the floor, so we'll have that much more capacity to be able to hold the equipment. We expect to arrive in late January.
The biggest challenge with this data center upgrade is actually keeping a no outage situation, not having to take anything down because you are upgrading. Essentially, you change the wheel in your car while you're driving down I-35.
Sandy Morris is helping educate LCRA employees and the public about the coming nodal market and what it will mean for all of us.
And we'll be able to make sure that the cheapest generators, the cheapest generators, are serving the load first. And in the end, you know, that protects our natural resources, makes the most efficient use of fuel, and in the long run is cheaper for customers.
ERCOT has set the go-live date for Nodal as December 1st, 2008.
When Judy Wallace joined LCRA back in May as a new Executive Director of Human Resources, she hit the ground running. During her first couple of weeks on the job, Judy toured all the dams, power plants, and the service center, meeting as many employees as possible.
At a later point in time,
Judy was introduced to the LCRA management team at the General Manager's biannual meeting in August, where she was able to discuss human resources issues directly with managers and supervisors from all over the organization.
I will be talking to you, as Rick said, about the performance management process and about changes that we've gone through, as well as what we're going to be looking forward to in the future.
Judy has been working in human resource management for 25 years with both high-tech and electric utility companies. Judy says she is truly excited about this opportunity at LCRA.
I think what excites me the most, for one thing, is working for an organization that truly does have a mission that's so important. I think it's what draws so many people to LCRA. I think it's what keeps people here. And I know it's the thing that excited me so much about it. And the other thing is working with an organization where, like I said, people truly are proud to be a part of this place. This will be a good opportunity for us to just talk in general, for us to share some ideas and share what's going on and so on.
We tagged along with Judy for her first full staff meeting with the Human Resources group.
I'm getting the sense that, you know, I've been warmly accepted into the group, and that means a lot to me, and I think that's also helping us to really gel as a team.
Judy and her husband Dennis love camping, exploring Texas parks, and spending time together on their property near Stonewall.
But it's a wonderful getaway. It's a great way to relax and just forget about city life.
They enjoy working on the land, taking care of the wildlife, and planning for a home here someday.
I've never seen her so happy. I've never seen me so happy, as a matter of fact. We both had jobs up until a year ago that caused us to be on airplanes a lot and be gone a lot, and our life was just always in disarray. And now, most of the time, we get to come home and see each other in the evenings. She still has a thing about working late, but at least I get to see her every night. And we have a lot of weekend time now that used to be spent just playing catch up from being gone all week. I'm loving LCRA as much as she is.
Judy says she wants all LCRA employees to know that if they ever have questions or problems, that she and the Human Resources staff are here to help them.
Well, that's it for this edition of Wavelength. We'll look forward to seeing you again next time.